Now, you did a previous video before that called, it's in my notes somewhere, The American't Dream.
Yeah, that was after.
That was after?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's that all about? And yeah, if you could just explain like.
Yeah, with the American't Dream, I got a lot of people took the wrong impression because I wasn't aware that by having American't Dream in the title, a lot of people would initially think that I'm trying to bash American bash, but that was not my. No,
you
that
were
was
surprised
not my,
by that?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, as an artist, you get caught in your own creative head sometimes, and you think. No, obviously, people take things at face value, and that's the most obvious thing you would take from that. But what it was actually about was. Do you see the American dream, the notion of the American dream, the pursuit for happiness, that any man can come from the bottom and make his way to the top. And what I perceived that as, I thought it was a worldwide kind of ethos. I thought everybody wants that. In every society, there's this kind of rags to riches kind of dream. And because obviously America's a superpower, I thought, okay, let me use America to highlight that rags to riches. I think that's the best word to define it, American dream. And then I said American't dream, because I said a lot of people are in institutions or work environments which are not conducive to this dream. Like they're chasing someone else's dream, or they're just working simply, never actually pursuing what they want to do. And rather than chasing the American dream, they're chasing the American't dream, because they actually can't dream, you know what I mean? But because I used to work with a lot of people, and I felt a lot of people always say they wanted to do this or they wanted to do that, but nobody ever left the workplace. Nobody ever did anything outside of where they were working. And I felt like these people were in a sense lying to themselves. So they were always talking about, yeah, one day we're going to do this, one day we're going to do that. But I thought, okay, we're both sweeping floors right here. How are you going to do that if you're not actually actively pursuing anything outside of what we're doing now? So that's what the whole thing was about. It was kind of about understanding the difference between a career and a job. And I wasn't saying anything against anyone who is working in a job. What I was saying is that there is a difference between a career and a job. So if you are working in a job, be aware that you're working in a job. And if you are pursuing a career, be aware that you're pursuing a career and actively try and pursue it. But then again, it's your choice. But I was just highlighting that.
You seem to stumble into controversy. That's twice now.
That's what happens. A lot of people call me controversial, but the way I define that term, I feel like every time you have an opinion, that's not consistent with what society thinks is going to be controversial. Like that's everything I say is always controversial just because I have my own opinion. It seems like you're not allowed to be an individual in society. So if that's what being controversial entails, then I'll take that title and say that, yeah, in that sense, I am controversial then.
Some of the things you said in that video, you said a job is a job, just over broke. I don't say it as good as he says it. And then you said you're trying to make an honest living, but are you honestly living?
Yeah.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
The just over broke one, I can't take credit for that. Someone actually told me that, and I thought it was so funny because they said, like, because obviously that's essentially when a lot of people do work, that's what they do, because every single month you get money, but as soon as you get paid, the next week the paycheck's already finished, you know what I mean? So you're just living over that broke barrier. So when they told me that, I thought that's very interesting to put in. With the honest living part, I don't know, it just kind of, it just came to me. I mean, it's supposed to be honest living, but are you really living? We're not really living, you know, we're surviving. And that's what I wanted to say. It's such a contradictory term, honest living, but really we're not living, especially when coming from a background where a lot of people may not have been doing things which are honest, but they were living lavish lifestyles, not condoning that, I was saying that you should do that, but they were living lavish lifestyles. And I was like, I'm working really hard and they seem to be enjoying life more than me. So am I really living? And this is the honest way of living. So that's kind of where that term came from, honest living, but are you honestly living?